Hello and welcome to another Marks vs. Smarks production. Today, we are proud and pleased to present to you a new show, and it is entitled CommentHaters. That's right, we are going to take your Facebook comments, tweets, Instagram comments, and several things like that, and we will dissect them, and we will turn your hate into hate of our own. And we will determine whether we think you're right or wrong.
Unless you're not a hater, in which case you're safe.
It's hate for hate, an eye for an eye. And we are going to have a little bit of fun with it. I am, of course, Charles X. And I am here with a man just 1 inch smaller than Jerry Lawler. My good friend, the Slew.
The Slew right here. And that means you've made your way to the place with the CommentHaters. CommentHaters. So it's a joke. It's like commentators, but we're hating on comments.
That's right. It's a pun. All one word. It's a pun for fun.
Oh,
and we're having a good time today.
It's a pun for fun in the sun. That wasn't a pun at all, and I'm fine.
But anyway,
I'm here too. The Slew's here too.
It's the Slew and Charles X. And the topic today. See, yesterday, Shane McMahon was involved in an emergency landing in his helicopter when something went wrong over a body of water, and they had to land in the water.
We don't know where?
It was the Long Island Sound.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
In New York. So, he was leaving Manhattan to go to Long Island, apparently. I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Should have been going to Texas, I believe.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because that's where WWE is, I believe. I think that's where they were. Anyway, so Shane McMahon, this helicopter stuff happens. He's all, it's kind of like a Shane crash, you know?
Shane crash.
Even though, listen people, yes, it was a helicopter crash. Well, it was a helicopter accident. But
all right.
Shane crash is just so great.
Well, that's a good little segue into the first comment. I'm not going to say any names because I don't. Maybe in hindsight you won't. Let me
see the name and let me think if what I'm thinking could work. Which one is it?
This one right here.
Now, what you could do is you could say like
it's a little distasteful to say.
You could say maybe like this guy whose name rhymes with. And then you can.
I'm not going to do that. That's
yeah, you're right.
We're not going to put you on the spot because you said it and you're stupid for saying it.
But the good part of that is even though you're not saying their name, if they listen and they hear it, or if somebody else saw the comment, then they know.
You'll know, and it'll all be there for you to come back and see.
I mean, really, all you have to do.
And I'll describe your little picture.
All you have to do is comb the site. And to find it, really.
All right.
So anyway, there you go. We're not going to say it.
He said, it's a bit annoying people keep saying crash. Now, how do you feel about that?
It's a bit annoying people keep saying crash.
Yeah.
He's right. I'm with him there. I ain't hating there.
So you think that's true?
Yeah, because it's not a crash, is it?
I mean, this plane just unexpectedly had to land in the ocean.
But that's not a crash. When I think of a crash, that I would think of it going down.
Okay. Well, this was... it did go down. What did it do?
I mean, like, goes down and hits something.
Yeah, I mean, I see that point.
It was technical problems, right? They landed smoothly from what I gathered.
Yeah. They had to get out and swim and shit. So, I mean...
Yeah.
Take that how you will.
I still wouldn't really call it a crash. So I'll give it to that guy. I'll give it to that guy. But he lucked out. What do you think? Were you thinking that?
I mean, I see where he's coming from, but I think if all you can say is, "Oh, this is annoying," how is that annoying that people say that at all? Like,
yeah, I mean, no reason to complain about it.
You're this guy who is wearing a Broncos hat 4 sizes too big for your head, and you're going to say it's annoying that it's not a crash. Be thankful that it's not as bad. Do you want it to be worse? exactly.
Wait, no. So, are you saying that he wanted it to be a crash?
I don't know his damn opinion.
Oh,
I've never talked to this guy. Okay, I'm going to throw this out to you and all the viewers. I don't know any of these people.
Yeah, I understand that.
None of these are people I've talked to.
I was just saying based off of what you read. I don't know. Understandable.
Well, we'll move on. I'm just saying. All right, the next person said, publicity stunt. All the fights are scripted.
Yeah. Well, this person is just an asshole.
Yeah, how do you feel about that? Isn't that really fucking dumb?
Yeah, it's just rude. It's just rude to even say.
Yeah, just a dick trying to get some likes. Publicity stunt. All the fights are scripted.
What does that have to do with this? His second point is completely irrelevant.
His first point's irrelevant. Why would they?
Why
would this be a publicity stunt?
Well, his first point's wrong.
A publicity stunt that that WWE made 2 posts about.
Yeah,
2 posts. Now, do you think if this was not something they were trying to get over more, there would be posts about it everywhere? They would have been posting about it all day and instilling it in our minds that this guy was in a crash? No, they made 2 posts, and he's all right. They're not blowing it out of proportion, and they're not. I don't know. That's ridiculous. This guy.
It's just pointless to even say anything at that point.
Yeah. Well, his family tree is a cactus because everybody on it's a prick. Anyways, moving on. We'll go on from that one.
Damn. Bunch of pricks. Prick family. Little prickly junior.
We got this old guy. This isn't too bad. Crashed with pontoons. Publicity stunt. What's next? Stephanie almost drowns water skiing in a pond 8 inches deep.
Yeah, you're right though. I mean, the guy's right in the sense that why would this guy who works for this $1 billion company be in a helicopter that has safety precautions? I don't understand. I'm just kidding. Obviously, okay. I'm being completely facetious.
I was like, do I have to explain this?
Obviously, the helicopter has safety precautions. I'm pretty sure that stuff just pops out whenever you need it. Why would they not have it? Why would you ever leave in a helicopter and be like, we're not going to have any problems today, you know?
Yeah.
Pointless to even talk. I mean, I don't know.
It's just, why say anything if you're going to be such a douche about it? If this guy, it's not a televised thing. They don't care if we find this out. And someone saying publicity stunt, I don't know. Maybe there's more to it. Maybe I don't see that side.
Yeah, I don't get it.
They're talking about news exposure.
I don't get it. What's the next one?
Alright, we'll move on.
That guy's a dang mark. Silly little mark.
Alright, here we go. I am glad he suffered an accident. That is what happens when you do not put Naomi in a title match at Battleground.
You know.
Nah, do you think they're just trying to get attention?
If I was talking to this guy, I would ask him. I'd say, "Is your ass jealous of the shit that just came out of your mouth?" And he'd probably say, because it'd just be more shit coming out of his mouth. First off, the one man in the world preaching for Naomi. The one man in the world. Is it a man?
I guess.
It's just, I mean, that's not bad.
Not half the man not half the man that his mother is.
Oh, wow. It's not a bad thing to want Naomi to fight, but why must you say that you're happy that Shane McMahon was in a crash? Or not a crash?
I am glad. And this, I'm looking at the picture, and it's got 831 likes.
The picture? Or his post?
His post. But I'm looking at his picture, and he looks like he's like about a 30-year-old guy.
How does he have so many likes from that?
I don't know. I guess a bunch of people agree.
And what was it again?
I am glad he suffered an accident. That is what happens when you do not put Naomi in a tit pay, which is supposed to be title, but his spell check is being rendered obsolete.
And somehow he still got almost 900 likes. That's ridiculous.
In a tit pay match.
I really wish that I could see wrestling the way that this guy sees wrestling. But I just can't seem to get my head that far up my ass.
All right, here's another one.
Nothing? God bless it.
Wait, what? Say that again?
I
thought you were just saying that you want the perspective
I know, because it was
of a
so
mark.
damn smooth. I said I'd love to see wrestling the way this guy does, but I just can't seem to get my head that far up my ass.
You know, that's a... golly. I haven't heard that since Jim Ross or Jerry Lawler used to say that. I remember playing SmackDown Shut Your Mouth and then being like...
What?
And then,
in the video game?
In the video game. He says, oh man, what does he say? I wish I had your point of view or something like that. But I can't remember. But he says something along those lines.
Yeah.
So that's pretty funny. That was like a flashback. But anyway.
I really can't believe you got so many likes. What asshole people. Why would you ever wish anybody would be in a possibility to get hurt?
Yeah.
I mean, granted, that's what they're doing every night wrestling, but that's for our entertainment, damn it. You're a bunch of slews, and not the good kind.
That's true. They're slews, and so are you.
What else you got? Who else is hating?
Between the most ridiculous storyline of Kurt Angle being Jason Jordan's father, when we clearly can see Jordan's parents ringside a few years ago in NXT, now to a helicopter crash landing, I'm all for storylines, but this just isn't good writing at all, on both SmackDown and Raw, and they should be ashamed of themselves. You fucking idiot. Why the fuck would you think this is bad storytelling, even if it was storytelling? They went for a helicopter crash, and they didn't. It's real. It's gonna be real. You must have been born on a highway, because that's where most accidents happen. You are a goddamn fool. It is not a storyline.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And saying, I'm all for storylines, that's what wrestling is. That is half of it. Half is wrestling exposure and half is storyline drama. That's half of it. You are an idiot for saying your comment.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Obviously, the Kurt Angle, Jason Jordan thing is one of the better things that we've got going on right now. Just enjoy it. Why would you... How do you dislike that? And how would that even be a SmackDown written thing?
No point behind it.
What a mark.
No reason.
I'll tell you right now, I don't think I've ever really wanted to kill myself. But if I did, I'd climb up this guy's ego and jump down to his IQ.
Oh,
I'll tell you right now.
Damn.
Splat! Ho-ho! Got him! Wah, 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 wah. Mark alert! Mark alert! We ain't talking about the Funky Bunch. Kids. I didn't want to call you guys a bad name.
We'll move on to another one.
Go on. What else we got?
Here's a small one. I'm not going to handle this one too much. I just thought it was a little funny. Point of correction. It's not the pilot nor the Coast Guard who saved you, Shane. It's God. Thank God. And next time tell Brian to fire Jinder Mahal's bodyguards, as they are disrupting the smooth flow of the game.
Weird. I mean, I don't really want to come out against God.
I'm not coming out against God, but let's give this pilot some credit. This pilot landed this plane. This pilot did his thing. And he got some bonding time with Shane O'Mac. Because it was just those two in the plane. Or a helicopter.
Yeah. It's weird. I don't know. I wouldn't attribute it all to God. But I'm not going to say that I wouldn't. But I will say that the Singh brothers are doing pretty good in their role. And I don't know. What a weird guy. I don't even know what to say. It's like he's a gender mark, which isn't necessarily bad. I can respect a gender mark somewhat, but I mean, if you like gender, why would you not like the Singh brothers?
I don't know. It didn't sound like he liked gender.
Oh, you don't think? Oh, you're right. He wants Randy to... So he wants it to be easy for Randy Orton to win? What's it? What title? How many titles has he had? Damn, 14?
13.
He's had 13? They don't want him to have 14. That's Triple H's number.
Yeah, that's true.
I just heard you say that the other day. I wanted to sound smart.
You're right.
I shouldn't have said that last
That's why I said, yeah, that's true, because I said it the other day. Anyway, I got another one. I bet AJ Styles about had a heart attack when he found out, didn't he? He probably wondered who he could suck up to if Shane got hurt and had to leave WWE for a while. Who else would hand him a pass to WrestleMania and let him win other than good old Shane McMahon? I bet he done more cheerleading, flipping, elbowing, and jumping backwards moves now since Shane's okay than all cheerleaders in all schools. Rah, 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 AJ. LOL, LOL. I think this is the worst.
Might need to be resaid. Can I resay it?
I'm not resaying it.
I'll resay it.
Oh my gosh. Why?
Let me see it.
I had to work through their grammar problems.
Oh, I know. This is going to be funny.
Okay. Well, whatever.
I bet AJ Styles about had a heart attack when he found out, didn't he? He probably wondered who he could suck up to if Shane got hurt and had to leave WWE for a while. Who else would hand him a pass to WM and let him win another than good old Shane McMahon? He's yelling this part. That's why I said that. No, look.
Oh, am I wrong? Okay, well.
It says WWE.
Okay.
Yeah. Damn it. I bet he done more cheerleading, flipping, elbowing, and jumping backwards moves now since Shane's okay. Then all cheerleaders, and I don't understand. It's hard to read like this. I was trying to make fun of the guy. He has the worst writing.
Wait a minute. It's a she.
Okay. She cannot write. You heard me stumbling to read that. I read often. Very often. Freaking God. I just wanted to make fun of somebody in a voice. Turned out it was a woman. Really, though, it didn't make any sense. Obviously, AJ Styles doesn't have to kiss anybody's ass. AJ Styles is one of the best wrestlers in the world. Shane McMahon knows that. God. These people. I'll tell you right now, these people, I don't think that she would recognize AJ Styles if she walked past him on the street. I don't. She's a damn mark. She's a damn mark.
Alright, you're probably right about that. But I got two right here that were right next to each other.
Oh, snap. One right above the other. Hating.
LOL. I thought the plane was going to look broken up and smoking. Instead, it was just bobbing in the water with the float feet keeping it from sinking. This is far from a crash. Sorry to disappoint. Alright, that wasn't the part of the comment. That was my rebuttal. I bet it was a publicity stunt after observing the brand's viewership dip in TV ratings. Sad to see WWE trying to pull those teenage YouTubers who would stoop low and clickbait to get views.
Yeah, because all the teenagers out there see a video about a guy who's a wrestler and they click on it even though they don't like wrestling. Because it still says his name. It still says Shane McMahon. I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what any of these people are thinking. I mean,
I don't think they are.
It really pisses me off.
It's just bad that something bad can happen to a wrestler and they just... and this is a babyface wrestler. A babyface character.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, this is bullshit. This isn't real. What the fuck? There's such blurred lines between what's real and fake. WWE fans should just look at everything as if it's real.
People just don't... They just don't understand that they're commenting. They're making these comments. and that crash... It was definitely, it was wrong. Or that whatever happened, it was wrong. And they don't realize that two wrongs don't make a right. Ask your parents about that. Oh! That was, I shoehorned that in very hard, and it didn't come out too well. But I liked it.
Let's see.
You got any more?
I got...
We're about 20 minutes in.
You know what? I think I'll end with this one because I thought this was the worst one I saw.
We gotta really show this guy what for.
Thick neck should have got hurt for being a lousy commissioner. This guy has taken kayfabe so far to say that he should have got hurt. Not even die. Just real hurt.
Yeah, see, this guy actually, to be honest, is protecting the business. But my biggest problem with this one.
What's
wrong about having a thick neck?
What's wrong about being a He's been a babyface commissioner.
Oh no, I'm with you.
How's there's no pleasing this guy? He just wants him to be hurt for being a babyface, good guy commissioner. Right. For being a fair person, if anything.
It's odd. I don't know. This guy's crazy, obviously. Obviously, somehow he got out of his padded room and freaking stole somebody's phone and freaking said that. It's the only thing that I can think of. That's it.
Thick neck. Who's gonna call someone thick neck?
Yeah, what's wrong with having a thick neck? It makes you look strong. Idiot. Yeah.
Headbutt anyone and just take them out.
Screw headbutt. He'll freaking hit him with a
neck butt.
A neck lariat.
Oh wow, that's scary.
It's like a crossbody, but you hit him with your neck. Seth Rollins could do it.
Should have got hurt for that though.
Yeah.
How dare you? How dare you, guy with mohawk?
I just don't understand all the disrespect. I mean, if you watch something and you like something, you have to realize that you keep talking about the fact that it's fake, and I hate the word, as most wrestling fans do, but if you're watching it, then you're probably a fan of it, and you don't know Shane McMahon in the back, you don't know how he is, you might love Shane McMahon in person. Why would you wish hate upon someone that is in something that you like enough to watch and comment about? That's like saying that, since you're going to say that it's fake so much, that's like saying that you wish that freaking Vin Diesel got hurt because he was a dick in the last Fast and Furious movie. It just doesn't make any sense.
Is that a spoiler?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Oh.
But do you see what my point?
Okay, yeah.
It's like it just doesn't make any sense because you're talking shit about it while saying it's fake, but then it's like everybody's using the examples in both ways.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense.
Like the Kurt Angle stuff, like being like, oh, we know he's not his son though. Oh man, well that's ruining it because it all adds up, if anything.
I mean, we all know that it's not his son, but it's not real. I mean,
okay,
it's not.
so you're saying that that shouldn't work?
No, it should work. I think it's
Kane
dumb for people to hate it.
brothers.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying it's dumb for people to even comment to hate about it. Because it's like, okay, look at this. They're like, They're saying Kurt Angle's, obviously he's not Kurt Angle's son. Okay, well, obviously Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns probably don't hate each other that much. And obviously Brock Lesnar and Samoa Joe don't hate each other. You know?
Well,
so
those guys have pictures together backstage, and that's not good.
Just think about the fact that
at the Taj Mahal and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was really Taj Mahal, but they have pictures together. Protect kayfabe, but I mean, it's wishing death upon.
And then, at the same time, when someone
or pain, I guess, not death.
At one point, Vince McMahon stumbled down a hallway between many WWE performers, and they all stood solemnly, other than one. And he walked out to that limo, and he got in that limo, and it blew up, and he supposedly died. And then they scratched the whole thing, and never again in wrestling will they kill someone or have someone in a position where they might die.
Well, 1 week after Vince died, they had a whole special about a guy who killed someone.
Yeah, that was real.
I'm kidding. And I really thought so. I don't know why, but I thought something about the mystery angle was going to be that he'd adopted Benoit's son.
I
don't know why. I just really thought that was it.
They would not put anything that ever has to do with Benoit on TV again.
They may not even said it. He might have just said he adopted a
but what's
former
the point?
Royal Rumble winner's son.
But what's the point?
I'm kidding. I don't know. Hey, making a new star like what they're doing now with Jason Jordan.
Yeah, but you can't make a new star out of this guy.
But you could completely remove his namesake by giving him a new dad.
Yeah, but you could just pick somebody else at that point.
They did.
Jordan. Like they did.
Like they might have been
that
going
would have
to
been
do with Chad Gable.
Yeah.
With Chad Gable being 31, Kurt Angle having a kid at 20, not that unheard of, but if Kurt Angle would have had a kid at 17, then they would have been like, oh man, Kurt had a kid at 17. Yeah. That might have ruined his Olympics back then, who knows? Maybe a scandal. So,
yeah,
maybe Gable was the original plan, and then they were like, this is hilarious. We got to bring in Shelton Benjamin somehow along the way. Yeah. Is that going to be the mom?
I don't know, but it does seem like Shelton Benjamin's going to be brought into it, because I even think about the fact that he is so uncle. Reminiscent of Shelton Benjamin.
Because think about if they were like...
And he's coming back.
If they did a story where it was like... Angle brought Benjamin in as Team Angle because he knew Benjamin from when he was dating his sister.
His sister.
And that sister is Jason Jordan's mom.
I don't know. It could be. I don't see why not.
Before Jason got adopted by Michael. That's right. Michael Jordan. You heard it.
I don't think that that's true.
That's all fake. But anyway, don't be filled with so much hate, people.
Yeah.
I respect it. If you're trying to get attention, do what you got to do.
Get the heel heat. But don't wish
saying
death
you
upon
wish someone would be hurt over something so petty. Even if it was... Let's say Stephanie McMahon went down in the waters. And first of all, there'd be a lot of inflatable jokes about those Hooters. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. I'll get that out of the way.
All from Chris Jericho.
But let's say she went down and everyone was like, this is for how you treated Daniel Bryan. We're like, well, that's heel heat, I guess. Still, that's fucked up, though. Yeah. But at least it'd be a bad person then.
Yeah, you're right. Shane McMahon's just a face.
Shane McMahon's just a good guy who people are like, oh, you just deserve it.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
He doesn't. Leave that pigeon-looking man alone. And yeah, I said that. And you know what? If you don't like that comment that I just made, go ahead and hate. Go ahead and hate all you want. But we're going to make all the comments we want. We're going to keep talking. We're going to keep hating. Hate, hate, hate. As a great man along with us.
If you're on YouTube right now, comment some hateful things if you need. If that's your way of getting out to the world, do it.
And oddly, this is the first one, and this is actually a pretty heavy topic because it is actually a guy that was in a bit of danger. But from now on, more than likely, they won't be as heavy of topics on the CommentHaters, we're still gonna hate just as much.
Give us some topics if you want to hear us. If you want to hear us look through and find some hateful things or hurtful, mean things that people have said, we'll do some research. Just let us know. We please the viewers.
And I'm gonna be working on my wrestling jokes. Trust me. Trust me.
You had some good ones. That one that Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler used to say, that's pretty good. I dig it.
Yeah, but it wasn't wrestling. I want to make them like wrestling-orientated jokes.
Well, you can work on that.
It'll work.
It's going to be pretty...
Like, he thought he was sexy, like Rick Rude.
Oh, well, that was...
that
was really bad.
This guy's probably bald like Kurt Angle.
Oh, man. That's a good one. I dig it.
Yeah.
This guy's in the Piper's Pits.
Money. Yeah, every minute's got a price. Sorry. But, is that all? I know, we're just kind of...
We're just rambling.
Vamping.
It's the first one. We'd planned on a half hour. We're stretching it. But we're having a good time. Let us know what you think. We're going to round it out here. We are Charles X and the Slew. We are Marks vs. Smarks. And we love wrestling. And we're going to be back with you very soon. Tomorrow with Good Morning Wrestling. Your local dose of wrestling. The Folgers of Grappling. The two guys in the morning. In the AM.
Yeah, make sure to listen to the Good Morning Wrestling. Good Morning Wrestling, everyone. Tune in every morning. Every morning. We're going to start trying to bring it to you earlier and earlier. You know, sometimes things just get in the way. And it gets later.
Snip happens.
Yeah. But is that all? We're signing out?
Well, let's close it out.
What's the sign out going to be for CommentHaters?
Talk your shit if you have to. Peace.
You like that one?
I don't know. That's all I have.
Talk your shit.
Talk your shit. Well, that's off the top of the head. Let's think. This is live. This is live.
Shit, if you have to, thanks. You could
Development.
say like,
Man,
keep on
keep on keeping on
Keep
from
on.
Joe Dirt.
keep on
fucks with
hating
that.
haters.
Go drink a cup of haterade and tell your mama I said hello because she's a slut.
How about mark out, bitches?
I hate it. I like that thing I said about
The
mom
slut
being a
thing?
slut.
I like the slut part. All right. We're not gonna think of it here. We'll think of it. We'll think of it next time. Good night.